Hi, I'm Emma Johnson, mom of two and founder of WealthySingleMommy.com, as well as the author of The Kick-Ass Single Mom. My own journey to financial independence is the foundation of my work helping other single moms thrive financially. Before I started Wealthy Single Mommy, I was a full-time freelance journalist and writer, writing mostly on personal finance topics. But when I had kids, I was married and just kind of blindly fell into the expectation that I would give up my career and we would all depend on my husband's income. That first year my daughter was born, I earned something like $30,000 or $40,000. Working 10, 12 hours a week. It didn't feel great because it's always been so important to me to have my own financial security and independence. But that was not long lived because I became a divorced mom within a couple of years of becoming a mom. That shed some light to me about how important it is for women to have their own money. By scaling back or dropping out of the workforce, we make ourselves so vulnerable. So leaving marriage and realizing I needed to be financially independent, it was time to get serious. Like I wasn't gonna be able to live on 30 grand a year. I live in New York City and I needed to work and I needed to earn, and having designated time during the day when they were babies to work and concentrate on growing my business was so critical. Thankfully, I did have that foundation to build from, and I ended up making more money than I did before. In 2012, I started WealthySingleMommy.com, challenging the idea that all single moms are broke. And it just kind of exploded. There was an appetite for this message amongst mothers. I think there's a lot of comfort to know that our numbers are large and that there's ways that you can raise children to be wonderful human beings and have a good time doing it. 3 years later, in 2016 or so, I just made the executive decision. I was letting go of my freelance writing business and I was only going to make money from the blog. When I started Wealthy Single Mommy, it was always about money because the messages to single moms, I was always just so negative and small. Get on the child support, here's how to get on food stamps. And while all of those things may have a role in your journey, that can't be the goal. The goal has to be financial independence. Your biggest asset is your earning potential. Parents overall ransom their retirement for their kids' college savings. You can always somehow finance a college education, but you can't really finance your retirement. Single moms were especially guilty of making that mistake. But in my own family, I really like to remind my kids, like, I am making all the choices that I can to make sure they don't have to take care of me financially. No matter what my financial situation is, they should be participating and paying for their college to some degree. For women that are finding themselves as single moms, be realistic. Like, what money do you have today? Not what kind of lifestyle did you enjoy maybe when you were married. The reality is, in the short term, you have got to be living according to that money now. And that might mean that you sell a house and move into an apartment, and that is okay. I mean, my kids, I live in New York City and they share a bedroom and they're a boy and girl. Second of all, focus on earning your own money and being financially independent. The less dependent you are on your ex, the better relationship you will have with him. Think about your network, who you are spending time with. So as part of Wealthy Single Mommy, our goal is just to help women think bigger, be independent, and navigate single mom life. By having this community of moms who are at all levels of their journey, it just sets by osmosis an example of what is possible for all of them. Understand why it's so important to have a little cash in the bank. The value of having cash in the bank that no one really talks about is it just makes you feel more confident. And if you don't feel broke, you make better decisions. My own foundational habits for my career and financial success: let go of mom guilt, recognize how important and powerful it is for you to work and earn, give yourself and your kids financial security, and model that for boys and girls and other people in your community. I want my kids to have a great relationship with money. We have a whole money program over here, so they get allowance, and half of their allowance they can spend how they want. And then a quarter of it goes into savings, and then a quarter of it they have to donate to charity. It's a fun part of our month because they're watching their savings grow, which they're really excited about. And it's also making them aware of aligning money with their values. Having some financial success and financial security, it's very meaningful to me. And I think I get a lot of confidence from that and how I navigate the world. That women want to work in. So if we can model this for our sons and daughters as a normal part of life that does not require overcoming guilt, there's more equality in the workplace and more equality at home. And that's what we're all working for.